Good evening and namaste, and a very cordial welcome to all our dignitaries and delegates of our today's webinar, that is on cybersecurity, organized by Digital Accounting and Assurance Board of ICAI. ICHR Nisha, I'm extremely overwhelmed to get this opportunity to moderate this webinar. Welcoming people is a part of Indian culture followed for centuries, and we maintain this custom and welcome all the panelists and participants from all over the world. Our panelists are an epitome of compassion, and we are quite sure that the participants will be perplexed by their sanctity. Now I halt my words and start our program with taking the privilege to call upon Chairman, Digital Accounting and Assurance Board, CACS Nanda, Central Council member of ICI from 2004 to 2016, and thereafter from 2019 to 2022, and the countdown goes on. Also, he is a chairman of Digital Accounting and Assurance Board, Committee on Finance, Marketing and Investment Protection, Committee on Information Technology of SAFA, Asian Federation of Accountants. He is also Vice Chairman of Board of Internal Audit and Management Accounting of ICAI. He holds position of Chairman and Vice Chairman of various committees of ICAI. He is also a member of Quality Review Board set up by the Government of India, member of SEBI Advisory Committee on Primary Market, Committee on Mutual Funds in 2007 to 2010, and represented ICAI on SEBI Committee on Disclosures of Accounting Standards. He was also convener of expert group constituted by Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India on Investment Protection. He is a member of South Asian Federation of Accountants, of Committee of Professional Accountants in Business, and Committee on Improvement in Transparency, Accountability and Governance. He was also a chairman of NIRC of ICAI in 2002-2003, and he has contributed as a guest speaker on various topics on nationally and as well as internationally. He has also been a part of proceedings before disciplinary committee. With this brief introduction, I request Nanda sir to give his insight. Over to you, sir.
He is on mute, I think. Nanda ji.
Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, sir.
So very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Past President of ICAI and present President of SAFA, my elder brother C.A. Nihar Jambusaria ji. The Speaker of the day, C.A. Ankit Pachori ji, Madam Savla ji. The moderator, Madam Charmi Shah, Mr. Sachin Dedia, Amit Gupta ji, technical support Ayaz, and all who have come here to go home more enlightened. Ladies and gentlemen, I am immensely pleased to be amongst you. The reason, DAB is now scaling your heights every day. We are at Hyderabad, COE, for 3 days. You are all aware that the forensic standards, your institute, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, under the aegis of Digital Accounting and Assurance Board, came out with 23 forensic standards, which is first in the globe. And we are now making guidance for that. We have a big team of 20 people working day and night. So now we are sitting at COE and reading it word by word, interpreting the legal issues one by one so that we can create guidance for members who intend to take forensic assignments across the board. When it comes to forensics, I am reminded of Reserve Bank of India, which wants us to regulate the entire information system audit arena, including cyber security. So today's topic has pertinently been kept for cyber security. And ladies and gentlemen, we have so many speakers. Say Akhil Pachori Sahab, Mr. Sachin Dedia. They are people who have led their life into creating value and worth by way of putting things in the right perspective. Cyber security is immensely important. The reason is that with technology bent, with outbreak of technology all across, certain mischievous elements also crop up. To keep a check on those mysterious elements, to ensure that your systems are not hacked, your legal information, your private information, your privileged information is not used by a person who is not entitled to use that. There is no infringement of your online rights. Cybersecurity is very, very important. And therefore, today's seminar is there. I will not take much of your time and request Charmi to invite, first of all, our President Safa C. Nihad Jambusari, and then the matter could be thrown open for the speakers and thereafter ask question answers from the public. I wish you all that whenever you need anything, you please write to us. You please call me any topic where you want we have to go in. And particularly for SAFA countries, I'm sure that many members from SAFA countries would be listening to it. My phone number is 98111. I repeat, 98111 30985. Any topic of contemporary use where you want to get involved, please WhatsApp to me, speak to me, write to me, and I shall ensure that we have best of the topics ready for you. DAB is at your beck and call, and your DAB has embarked upon a very ambitious project, technology for non-technology professionals, and we shall be ready with it in next 15 days. Thereafter, this shall percolate across the entire Southern Asian Federation of Accountant countries, wherein people could go ahead and acquire knowledge on technology. So not taking much of your time, I wish this conference a great success. And the dais is returned back to Charmi Shah, who could take the things further. Charmi, the dais is all yours. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Those who educate well are more to be honored than parents, for those only give life. Those are the art of living well. Thank you, sir, for organizing such a fabulous topic and giving learning to our participants, which is now the need of the day, and cybersecurity is gaining importance due to cyber threats and cyber attacks. Thank you, sir, for organizing such a wonderful topic for all of us. Taking ahead the seminar, I take the privilege to invite the person who intends to translate his passion for the inclusive growth of our profession, though the transformation agenda that the current paradigm merits. C.A. Nihad Jambusari, sir, past president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, has been appointed as president of the South Asian Federation of Accountants. He is past president of ICAI and also member of Professional Accountants Business Advisory Group of International Federation of Accounts. He has represented ICAI Council and has been a member of very important committees constituted by the Indian government and regulators relating to policy formation. That includes Government Accounting Standard Advisory Board and Audit Advisory Board, both constituted by CNG AG of India. He is also a board member of Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, Insurance Advisory Committee, and Apex Committee of IRDA. He is also a member of E-Commerce Committee formed by the Ministry of Finance and Peer Review Committee of Central Board of Direct Taxes. With this brief introduction, I welcome you, sir, and request to share your insights to our participants.
Thank you, Charmi, for inviting me to express some views on what is going on, particularly in the Information Technology Committee. Chairman of Information Technology Committee of SAFA and Digital Accounting and Assurance Board of ICAI, and the most active chairman of any committee of SAFA. I think the number of webinars that you have organized under this committee, no other committee of SAFA has organized, and particularly under Digital Accounting and Assurance Board at ICAI also, you are doing great job by organizing webinars and conferences on several subjects. Even today, you are on a mission which is so important, that is forensic standards. Particularly on cyber security, I think this is the third webinar, and previously also we had these webinars. And when I asked you, you said that there is great demand for cybersecurity webinars. And this shows that probably our members who have learned information technology on our platform are now facing cyber risks, and they are realizing that it is as much necessary to know not only cyber laws, but the ways and means to cut down on cyber risks as much as it is necessary to know information technology. So one can learn machine learning, AI, everything. But if one is not cautious about the cyber risks, perhaps all this learning may go in vain. And the risks, some of which, if I may just mention, are financial losses, huge financial losses we have seen being reported in newspapers. People have suffered because of cyber attacks. The reputation risk, loss of sensitive data. Today it is said that data is the new age oil. And if this data is lost, perhaps a person would be totally handicapped. Without data, today work cannot go on. On anybody's table, you don't find papers these days. You only find a laptop or an iPad or a mobile through which people operate. So data and its security is so important, and particularly everybody's gadgets would contain sensitive data. If they are lost, then one would be really nowhere. And at that particular point of time, organizing these webinars is very important. I'm sure the Indian chartered accountants and professional accountants in SAFA countries will be benefited and will have a lot of value add from today's speakers, Akhil Pichori and Mr. Sachin Dedia. And they will guide them as to how to react to the cyber threats and what are the cares that they need to take to ensure that they enjoy information technology and life to the maximum extent. So with this, once again, thank you, Dab. Thank you, IT committee, for organizing this webinar once again. Thank you so much.
Sir, we are always there. Thanks for coming, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You have created a great impact in the minds of our participants. Hearty gratitude to enlighten our delegates with your vision. In the era of internet, no one is safe, and therefore we, as a committee of DAB, has organized this session on cybersecurity. So moving on to our session, our participants have made a secure decision to attend this session where they will get knowledge on cybersecurity by our distinguished speaker who has a very nice hold on this topic. I request CA Akhil Pichori to throw light on this topic with his experience. But before he shares his insights, formally introducing him, he is an accomplished professional with a unique combination of skills in chartered accountant, ethical hacking, and information system audit. He has demonstrated expertise in IT secure systems and privacy-related implementation in banking, financial services, and insurance sector, where he has worked since 2014. As a partner of Gopal Sharma & Company Chartered Accountants, he has provided his services in system audit, vulnerability assessment and penetration testing, and privacy. His work includes assignments for various prominent organizations such as SABI, RBI, NSDL, CDSL, NSE, BSE, MCX, IRDAI for system audit and cyber resilience framework relating compliance in BFSI sector. He's also visiting faculty for forensic accounting and fraud detection for advanced ITT and regular contributes to news articles. His expertise in the field of system audit and privacy, along with his expertise skill in cybersecurity, makes him an invaluable asset to any organization holding to enhance his secure position. With this brief introduction, I welcome you, sir, and now dais is all yours.
Thank you, Charmi ji, for such a nice introduction. I thank the SAFA chairman and ex-president of the ICAI, Nehar sir, for joining in this webinar, and also the DAP committee chairman, Nanda sir, and the vice chairman, Daya sir, for inviting me as a speaker for this important topic of cybersecurity. So, as rightly said by Nehar sir, the data theft that are happening in the current scenario, that is so much, not leaving apart the monetary value, even if we take the reputational damage only, then also it is causing a lot of damage to companies. Like, I will try to share a few news articles. All of you might have heard of the company OpenAI, right? Now, OpenAI data breach. See, OpenAI is the company that has launched ChatGPT, DALL-E 2, and all the other recent AI tools. They are into development, and you just think the computational capacity they have in their servers, it's huge. So they can process a lot of data with their servers, and while processing with that data, you can also think that they can analyze your personal data as well, whatever you have used in ChatGPT. Like if I enter, this is my name, this is my age, and I want to start a business of, let's say, garment business in India, and what should I do? So this is the part of the history that I have chatted with the ChatGPT. Like, I suppose I have entered my name, my date of birth, and asked ChatGPT, kindly prepare a let's say horoscope for me for the next months. What should I do? What shouldn't I do? Now that horoscope is also being developed by ChatGPT, and just for you to know that data is with OpenAI. Now, what happened on March 28th? There are two sort of users. One is the normal users and one is the plus users. Okay. Let's say those who pay and those who don't pay. Let's take it in a simple sense. What happened is that the chat history of the open users or free users was leaked to the paid users, that is the ChatGPT plus users, who were active during a specific 9-hour window. Now, let's suppose I was active during that 9-hour window because I have the ChatGPT plus subscription, and let's say many of the participants here are not using the plus subscription. So what happened is, whatever they must have searched would have been appeared to me in my history, in spite of that not being mine. So this is the sort of data leak that has happened with a company so much reputed like OpenAI. Now you can think of small companies, MSME companies, small practitioners like us. What can we do if the companies like OpenAI are leaking the data? Then we can just think of getting 100% security in our offices and the online life. So this is just an example of what can be leaked, and with such a big company, they can also do that. So there is nothing called as security, 100% security when you come online. So just a second, I will hide this. Okay, now see. Now let's take one example. How much data you can extract, or what is the security that you get in a few companies, and that is nothing technical what I am going to show you. This is all simple things. All you have to do is click on index of, just go to Google and /Aadhaar. I just clicked it on the first link, second link, okay, this one also. So this is the link that has been opened. Now, what I'll do is, okay, this is the site. This is the draft one. Yeah. Can you see what is this? This is Aadhaar of someone from the state is Bihar. Yeah. So this is the website of CSC Grameen Seva Kendra, a local cooperative, what we may say. And this is the data that has been uploaded by people online on these websites or in the office they have uploaded, whatever. This is of the person that is sitting on Karnataka. Sorry, this is of the lady sitting who is living in Karnataka. And we have the Aadhaar card with us. Now, in the digital India era, as launched in 14, we all know that everything is linked with Aadhaar, be it voter ID, be it PAN, be it passports, everything is linked. I mean, for those who are out of India, for those I would simply say that this is just like a social security number for Indians. So this is the data that is being available online just by clicking on a few links, and simple what I did is index of Aadhaar. So the term cyber security, we say, okay, it is a very fancy term. We say we have to be secure and all, but the security that is manageable by you, that can be taken care by you, not by, like, now let's say this is the CSC Grameen Seva Kendra website. Now, what would you think? This is a semi-government website. Security, obviously, you won't be thinking good, but there is you can't. You cannot do that further work if you don't upload these documents on the websites. So you can just think, if you don't do it, your work won't happen, and if you do it, it's going to cause this data leak somewhere or the other way. They are going to any. Okay. Now this is something related to this. Okay. See, we have the cancelled check as well. Now, what do I need? I have the cancelled check. Let's say this is what. Okay. We have the GST R3B as well. Okay. This is the website, but somewhere or the other, we are going to find out some PDF images or JPG files where that thing is something personal. Okay. So this is what I did. By simply clicking on Google, I was able to retrieve all these things. Now, this is something what happened with the OpenAI. Okay, now for people who think that there is only Jamtara in Jharkhand, which is a place which is famous for these cyber frauds, there is one more place that is gaining its, what would I say, its name, but obviously in the wrong sectors, and that is the cybercrime, and that is Mewat in Rajasthan. Sir, what is happening in Rajasthan is actually it is becoming another hotspot in the Rajasthan area, where people, obviously the development isn't there, but people are going to choosing cybercrime as a field. So this is something which is really alarming for everyone, because when there is a development, people sort two kinds. So if you think that there is only Jamtara where you could have the person doing cybercrime with, there is one more place, and that is Mewar. Okay, so now that is what we have discussed. Now we will discuss in the practical what we have to do today. Today evening, I'll be with you till 7:30, and thereafter, Miss Priya Salva will take over the session. So now, am I audible? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So this is the meme that I find it quite famous. See, this is a scene from an Indian picture where this person actually gave this data to this lady, gave this letter to this lady, and thereafter he lost his job. So this is you. We are in the. This is us in the online landscape. We are clicking on the cookies link or the accept links, and these are and these are the apps which are ready to sell their data to the ad party. All of you must have seen that whenever you search on Google, let's say Nike shoes. Okay, you search Nike shoes. Now just imagine, or I mean, it has happened with me. As soon as I search Nike shoes, the moment I move to another website which uses Google Ad services, what it tries to show me is the Adidas shoes, Nike shoes, Puma shoes, all the shoes category with the links of the Amazon and the Flipkart, these are available on the Google Ad services. So obviously, you can think that data is for sale. All those companies working for free or providing their services are free. So I would say it is not free. Actually, your data is the cost that you are paying to these companies. So moving ahead, what I would think that let's try this metadata extracting tools which can be used by you for identifying that what is the file about and how it has reached this position, and is there any modification after the original file has been tempered. Now I have created a Word file. Okay. Now after creation, I have sent that file to some person. That person says, no, there is a what have you written? I said, no, I have written everything correct. The reply is all good. But while I was checking, what happened was the file that I sent had something different, and the file that was there was something different. So how do we identify that there is a integrity loss of the file? What we will do? What we have this specific tool. This XF reader, which is for JPG, and another tool which we have for PDF. What I'll do, I'll just use it to. Okay. what I'll do is I'll use this another tool. Yeah. So this is the metadata viewer, which can be used to identify all the data that is connected with the file. Metadata simply means files master data that we see in the companies. It is like the master data of the files, which shows us all the information related to a product. Okay. What I'll do is I will try to extract the metadata related to a file, and then we will see what we can do. Now I think yeah. Okay, now what I'll do is I will load a file. For that, I'll simply use this image. Okay. Now see what the information that is available. It is available the directory, the modification date of the file. So this is the modification date that is available with the file. The name is there. Okay. This is the pixel that is available. All these information is available. Apart from this, I will also use another file which is of different format. Okay, this is for the JPG file viewer. Okay, JPG files only. So this is the file, and when it was done, and how much time it took to modify. I mean, there can be obviously copy paste also. Then there might be simply 1 minute only. If you think there is more modification, you can see in the time. I have kept this file open. That's why this is showing us more editing time also. So by this you can identify your file metadata. Now, apart from this, just let me know whether the voice is audible for this video or not. Is it audible? No. Okay, I'll have to stop share and share again with the voice options.
Hey Serena.
Now audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What you got in your bag? It's my new heels for graduation. Good morning, guys. Guess what day it is? It's my birthday. Hey, where are these chairs coming from?
So this is the video that I wanted you all to share. Those who are the social media, those who share too much, or those who share excess data or excess about their life on the social media, it's good to share, but it's better if you what I would say, if you share the sensitized data or cleansed data. What I mean by that is, like in the same scenario, if I would have shared this, let's say my graduation certificate, what I would have done is I will have blurred the number in the date. Like let's say this is I have blurred this and my name. Let's say in a few cases the father's name or the mother's name or the that is also present. That also I would have wiped out or blurred it, and then thereafter I would have shared the data online. So this is an important tip, which all of us should know, that whenever you are sharing something online, take 20 more seconds, think twice, and see all the data, like whatever you are sharing. In the excitement or the overexcitement, I would say, people share excessive information, which sometimes causes damage to them only, instead of giving you fame. Like, okay, that lady shared the college certificate. Everyone would have believed that, yeah, this lady has passed from so and so college. What was the need of sharing the certificate without being blurred? So that certificate should have been blurred, and then thereafter have been shared. That would have reduced the damage that has been that was done, as seen in the video, by the hackers. So and what I did is nothing. I just had to use the as I showed you, the Google. I used only Google as a search assistant for me, and that only gave me the output. So I have the Aadhaar, I have the, I was not able to share all the websites, but if time would have permitted, I would have shared the websites where Aadhaar is available, passport is available, photo passport size is available, PAN is available, and what else you need. I mean, now to, I think only the mobile number and the email IDs are left. So, one more tip that I would say, we all should exercise is the see, this is, all of us know, this is the Mark Zuckerberg, none other than the owner of Insta, Facebook, and WhatsApp. The amount of data he is having is immense, and the amount of technical knowledge or the everything that he is having is also immense. Now, just think, sir, what has he done with his camera in the laptop and with the microphone, both? This was posted by him online for an event. During an event, this picture was clicked, and the people were able to identify that there is a simple tape on the webcam and the microphone of the laptop. Now you only think, sir, the person who is the tech, the owner of the one of the FAANG companies, and is having the best security personnel with him, still he doesn't trust the security of his own laptop. This is the, the level of, I would say, the level of security or the safety that he is taking. He would have, excluded all the devices from the room. Everything must have been done. But still he is using this simple tip of covering the webcam and the microphone. So those who are listening, all I would suggest is just keep, there is a actually cap that is available on Amazon, which what it does is it uses on the flap, and you just simply, whenever you have to use, you just remove the flap, and whenever you have to, you don't have to use, you just simply put the cap on the camera. That's it. The camera is out of reach. Whenever a person is or a hacker is able to access your devices, either you are online or whenever, this one thing is protected that your camera is not visible to them. At least this much safety you can assure by simply putting a webcam tape or a flap for sophistication. Another thing is on the microphone, obviously you can use if you like. This is the basis of coverage that he has done. But yeah, still I would say that you keep these devices outside the personal room or the personal area where whatever you think that in the conference room. Okay. One more thing, this is the live incident that has happened with me. Not with me. I mean, I have been come to know this incident. A board meeting was happening. Okay. I think it was a big company's board meeting was happening, and as soon as the board meeting decision was taken, the person was, I mean, that particular information related to that board meeting, all the decisions that were taken, that reached to another third country, and from there they were able to publish it on Reddit. Why was the reason? Simply the reason behind this leak was, okay, human may be one of the reason, but another reason, the main reason was the person put a mobile device after switching off, hidden in the boardroom. Anywhere behind the sofa, beneath the chair, beneath the table, anywhere that person might have hidden that camera, hidden that phone. So for that, I would say that what would a person would have thought if there would have been phone, the battery would have died and it would have gone. The phone is switched off. Okay, then also it must have not been working. So for that, I would like to remind you all or draw your attention to a software which is FlexiSpy. See, this is the most powerful monitoring software for computer, mobile phones, and tablets. Now, what that person did was he installed FlexiSpy on that mobile phone, put that in the boardroom, hidden somewhere else, and left the boardroom. Okay, done. Now, what happened was the next 2 days later, board meeting happened, and that was still being accessible by that person, even if it was switched off. Now, I will tell you what is the access that this software gives you and how much it can cause you damage if this is installed in your mobile phone or the computers. Okay, I'll take you to. Okay, for I will, for those who, there are many people who think iPhones are very much secure. I would like to take them, draw their attention to their. What is the information that, this is the information that they can give. So there are 3 plans: Light, Premium, and Extreme. See, this is $119. If you do 119 multiplied by 85, it comes out to 10,000 rupees. So even for the 10,000 INR, what you can get, let's say for 1 month. Okay, this is for the 1 month. 1 month full access. 1 month is I would say too much, or too much to know about someone's personal life and to leak a lot of information. So see, phone call recording. Okay, recording is something which agencies do. FaceTime call recording, FaceTime, okay, spy call. They can call or what this is the what I was talking about. Environment recording. So what happened was this was done so that environmental recording was done through that mobile phone. In this particular case, I am talking about. So Facebook call recording, Line, Swipe, Viber, WhatsApp call recording. There are many people who think I would not do a simple call. I will just WhatsApp call you so that it is safe. But that is also being intercepted by this software. Call notification, okay. Instagram direct messages, iMessages, WhatsApp messages, emails, obviously, okay. Photos, videos, audio files. I mean, what else is left? Okay, hide jailbreak as well. I mean, obviously, iPhone breaking is known as jailbreak. So once it is what it does is actually jailbreaks it, and it then thereafter hides it also, so that the person who is being intercepted doesn't know about the whole interception. So this is a very, would say, important tool if you want to spy someone or know something about someone. All it uses is it takes just 2 minutes to install and you are up and running. So this is something, I mean, we all should be aware that if this is being used, I would suggest there are a few antiviruses. Like I have in my phone, I have used McAfee antivirus for mobile. This is quite good. Even if it goes, actually it scans your whole phone for any virus or corrupt files or something like that. This can be used. A good antivirus. I mean, antiviruses in phones are gaining a lot of access now. I mean, they are gaining popularity in phones also, because since the mobile have become the hotspot or the center space for data, where majority of the data is available. I mean, obviously, we all know how much we use laptop for personal works and how much we use the phones for the personal. So this is something that obviously you should be aware of, I would say. Next thing I would take you to, okay. There is something, sometimes you want to share a file with a person, but the problem is that, you don't want to share that file with everyone in that who has access to that particular file. So in that case, you use the password for protecting the files. But there are instances where the passwords have been broken for Excels. I mean, obviously, it's a simple trick to break the password of the Excel. You can go online and search for it. And after the passwords, there comes the encryption. So, firstly, we'll see how you can create a secret locker folder, I would say, in your laptops, so that you can hide all the private information there and there only. That locker is not visible, even if you show the hidden files as well. Now, see, what I have done here. Properties. I'll just click on hidden files, apply, okay. These all are hidden, okay. And currently my setting allows me to view the hidden files. Now, what I'll do is I'll go there. Okay, I am able to view these files. But simply, this is the simplest trick. I mean, age-old trick to hide the files that we have been using, our personal files. Now, what I'll show you is another trick how you can use to hide these files. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll just click on Notepad, copy this particular code. Obviously, if there are permits, I will share this code, but you can go search it on Google as well. Yeah. Now, what it is doing is it will create a secret password and hide it. It won't show you the folder until and unless you provide the password. So, in my case, let's say I put a password of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? This is the password that I use. Now, when I come to File Save As, I'll just click on All Files and go to Desktop and click on. The file name also should be something that doesn't create a doubt. Like, let's say, reply to notice. Reply to notice, coming to all files, .bat. Now I will save this file, save file. Okay. Now this is the icon that will appear after you save it as an all files and with a .bat extension. Now when I double click this, see what it is asking me for. Okay, it has opened the locker. Now let's say I'll put this TCS file in the locker and I'll just click on. Are you sure you want to lock the folder? I'll just click on it. Why? And enter. Now this locker is being hidden. And now see. Now I have access to hidden files as well, because now it will only show you the folder once you provide the password. So I will enter the password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, the locker folder is available with you. So this is the locker that you can use. This is a simpler technique that you can use for hiding the personal files. What do you think? And protecting also, because there might be a few certain files which you don't want your staff to access. Obviously, that can be done by way of sharing a limited number of files. But in case if you want to share files, you just want to hide files, you don't want to share the files, but you don't want this to happen. So this can be used. Apart from this, there is an app called as Encrypto. What happens in ransomware? Let's talk about that only first. See, ransomware, what it does is, you can see. See, this first of all, those who have been those who have been targeted with this ransomware, I would say that this is the file that you must be having on your desktop. First thing, your files have been encrypted with AES military grade encryption. Our data recovery and security specialist can help you decrypt your files. Okay. So first thing that comes to your mind is that your files are encrypted. Now, encryption is being done by a particular code or the function that may be of a 128-bit, 256-bit, or 1024-bit, whatever it may be in the encryption type. The more the bit, the more the security, and the more the time it takes to crack that code. Even using the supercomputers, it will take some time as you increase the what we say the encryption bits. So our email ID, obviously they provide you with the email ID. Proton Mail is something, I mean, it's anonymous mail. You can also use. It's easy to use, free for limited storage. You can use it, and if you ever use this, and there will be posted on current term. Okay. Now, what will happen is, like, let's say this is an Excel file, and what you can see is the extension for this file is currently .xlsx. Yeah, .xlsx. Now, what happens in ransomware is this file extension will be changed and it will be encrypted also. What will happen? Let's say I just changed the file extension. Let's do that. Okay, this is the file tcs dot. Okay. So this wayward encryption, or what I would say is the extension that has been done to the files that are hurt by ransomware. Now, how can you recover from ransomware, or how to recover the files? See, there are ransomware decryptor tools which are available. Obviously, if you go to the these sites of these antiviruses, like Kaspersky is one of it, Avast is one of it, Quickheal is one of it. So when I go there, see, yeah, our free ransomware decryption tools can help decrypt files encrypted by the following forms of ransomware. Just click a name to these signs of inspection and get our free fix. Okay. See, let's just click on Apocalypse ransomware. This is the name of the ransomware. Like the most famous, I would say, the ransomware, or the most fame that was gained by any ransomware, it was the WannaCry ransomware. Correct. So these are all the names of the ransomware that are being attacked by, and the Apocalypse. Okay, this was the name of the ransomware which was spotted first in June 2016. Now, what are the file name that was changed? .encrypted. In the current form, what is the, let's say, .encrypted. So this is the extension that has happened to the file, and apart from that, encryption was also done to the files. Okay. Now, see, these all are the encryption of the files. Log, encrypted file, secure encrypted. These are all the file extensions that was done in this particular Apocalypse ransomware, and this is the fix that is being provided by Avast antivirus. Similarly, I go to this Kaspersky. We have the Shade decryptor, Rhino decryptor. Obviously, you will see the file extension. What files were there? New versions of this. Okay. See, these are all the files, and you can obviously download. Plus, you have the date when it was released. This decryptor tool was released. So, if you can see that this is the 6 March 2023. So that means it is for the latest decryption. I mean, if you are being affected by ransomware, then this is the latest tool that we can assume. Now, in the ransomware industry, there is one more thing that you need to understand, that the encryption tools or the encryptor changes every 6 months. Every 6 months. this is happening just because of the reason that these antivirus companies or these freelance security researchers, what they do is they provide the decryptor tool. Now, just think of a situation on today, on 19th of May, I'm launching a ransomware attack on Mr. Rahul. And Rahul is attacked by this ransomware, and the next day he searches for the worst website and finds the decryptor tool for the same extension that I have encrypted that way. So the percentage of success, what they think is that out of, like, let's say 10,000 people on whom they are attacking, even if 2, 3, 5%, 1 or 0.1% of the people, that's a lot. So even 10 people decide to pay, they are successful because it does have to run the script and then thereafter it launches everywhere. So even if a 0.1% or 0.5% people do, that's 10, 50 people, obviously they do 8-10 lakhs. And this happens. So that is the reason to increase their, what I would say, the conversion ratio of them paying the hackers or the cyber criminals, I would say, to let the client or the attacker pay them. What they do is they change the encryption every 6 months so that at least for 6 months the decryptor tool is not available. Now, what should I do with this? If you are affected by a ransomware, I would say keep the files in a separate drive, all the files that have been encrypted in a separate hard disk. Use that file after, take that file after 6 months, after a year, and then search for these decryptor tools on these websites. What you will find is obviously I'm not sure, but there may be chances that you may get a decryptor tool after 6 months or 1 year. So instead of paying, or even leave apart paying, even if you contact them on the mentioned email, just don't do that, because there is nothing that can be done. So I would say it's better if you keep that files in a separate hard disk for future purposes, so that obviously there is only hope that you may find a decryptor tool for that particular extension, and there may be chances of them being decrypted. Okay. Now another thing, sir, there are many websites, n number of websites that ask for subscription or don't allow you until and unless you sign up with the their websites. So what you can do is you can use the temporary email where what it does is it provides you with the temporary mailbox, so that even if there is a need of verification also, you can anytime verify, because it changes every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes as per the sites available. Now let's see. This is the temporary email address that I have got. So I just copied it. I just went to TextGuru. Just click on subscribe to newsletter. See, I've got the mail. Click here to confirm. Please activate your subscriptions to feed TextGuru by clicking. So as you can see, there are a few websites which don't allow you to log in until and unless you confirm the subscription. Now, when I click on confirm, it will take me to a particular website, and obviously there is a password in that mail as well. So, okay, school, you are following the first link. Done. See, this is the password that I have. Now, I just don't want this. I just want another mailbox. I just simply click on refresh because I have already used this. Now I'll just click on refresh. So this is the, I would say this can be used for places where you don't want to give your primary mail subscription or primary mail for them. Okay. Apart from this, leave apart the this temp mail era, or let's say some websites don't allow the temp mail. They identify the temp mails, and then thereafter they don't allow us to sign up or log in. Now, how to do that, sir? For that, what I would say is, we all have the Gmail with us, right? We can use that to what I can say, to use it when there are many instances where you say that sign up with Gmail, so that you don't have to remember the you don't have to remember the passwords. Now, how can you use it, sir? Sir, simple thing. Keep a primary mailbox for all the important mails related to banks. Obviously, all the important places where you want that mail to reach you, like brokers, you want to give, bankers, you can give, to clients, you give a particular mail. That can be used solely for all these purposes. And when there is a need that, let's say, I want to log into a particular website or sign up to a particular website that asks for Gmail, you can create a separate Gmail account where the sole purpose of that Gmail account is to use that subscription. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You all have to use that email only for the purpose of the subscribing, signing up, and logging in to all the fancy websites. You think like I shouldn't use this website for my primary mail, so I should use it for a what we say. We can use the secondary mail with us, so that it reduces the chances when there is an attack. It reduces the chances. Okay. Another thing, what you can use it, the confidential. Correct. See, this is the confidential mode that you can use. See, these are all these websites which I don't want, or I don't want them to come to my mail primarily. So this is the mail ID. Let's say I want to mail. What should I say? See, let's say I will mail it to this particular email address. Okay. The new email address that is available to us is this. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll just simply add this. Now what I'll do, I'll just click on secret message. I would say, let's say, tonight's NBA game is fixed. LA Lakers going to win the series by 4-3. Okay. Bet how much dollars are it? Okay, you only calculate. With $10 million on LA value. Now, this is the secret message that I want to send it to my friend. What I'll do is I'll just simply click on the confidential mode lying at the bottom of the draft when you create a Gmail. Toggle confidential mode. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of this confidential? Sir, it is used when you want to send the mail to a particular person in a particular organization, but that mail address is being used by many people. So you don't want that mail to be viewed by everyone. Okay. Done. Now I'll just say it to expire in 1 day. By tomorrow it should expire. The access should expire. Now I'll just click on SMS passcode and send. When I click on send, it is asking me for the mobile number to be entered. So let's say I enter receive online SMS, temporary phone numbers. This is also you can use where phone verification is required. You can use one copy. Okay. What was the number? Yeah, +1. So I'll have to remove one from here and I'll click on send. Right. Now I'll just click on refresh. I'm waiting for the mail to come. Yeah, we have the email. See, say the mail subject is only visible to you. That is the secret message. Now, when I click to open this, view this email, it redirects me to another pop-up window where it asks me to enter send the passcode. Okay, I'll just send the passcode. I'll go there. I hope this is our code. Let's check. Yeah. So what I am trying to say is that as soon as you enter this, the whole message would be visible. And what you can do is, what you can do is you can just simply click on remove access. Now what has happened is, let's see. Click on refresh. You don't have the access to the mail. So whenever you want to revoke the access, you can do that. When you don't want to give the access, okay. Now, how is this useful? Okay. Just think of a scenario where you deal in, let's say, black money or, for criminals, this is useful. How they use it, or you can use it in a positive way. How you can use it? Whenever you have to send a secret communication, you can send this by choosing this option. Whenever there is an enforcement authority that comes, what they do is they take the data of the mail from the Gmail. Obviously, Gmail provides you the option to download the whole data of your account. You can download that. But at that point of time, still, if you don't have the access, only the secret message would be visible. Apart from that, nothing would be visible. And also, obviously, the person who has sent it, nothing else. So I would say this is a important tool if you understand how to use it. So this is something what I wanted to tell you all. Okay, yeah, you are getting into the encryption part now. Now see, this is the tool that we can use to encrypt the files. So this is what ransomware does. This is what we are doing right now. But we're using a particular software that is Encrypto. We'll encrypt the whole file and then we'll see whether we can decrypt with a password. Obviously with a password. So what I'll do is I'll upload this video file here. I'll provide the password, let's say. Okay, I just click on anniversary date, and with this message, I'll just click on, like, let's say. So this is what I'll do. I'll just click on encrypt and done. We have this file. I'll save it here. See. Now, if you want to open, you will have to provide the password. Now, I'll just close this. It is asking me to provide me the password. Now, when I will send this file, the other party has to enter the address or the password so that they can use this file. So, see, you can see the difference between the file sizes as well. If you can note, this file size which was not encrypted was 5040 KB, and this file size which is encrypted, that is of 5086 KB. So you can see that there is something which has happened with the file. Obviously, the password has been attached, so the file size has been increased. Now what I'll do is I'll enter the password and click on decrypt. Now I'll save it as video type. Now it will be saved as the file, and you can obviously see that the thumbnail also that it is about something this related to this. I'll just send also. So this is, I wanted to convey that if you want to share files via an unsecured network, or this is the double security that you can use. If you use this Gmail also, and if you use this encrypt also, the person will have to provide two-factor authentication, what we say, the password of the file as well as the text code that would be sent on the person, that particular person. So this is what you can do to protect protect yourself from the online crimes, to safeguard the data. Okay, now another, I would think this would be the last tool before we move to the next session. What you can do is Aadhaar biometric law. For those who are in India or whatever, I'm not aware about the SAFA country, what's happening there. But in India, there is an option in Aadhaar that you can lock or unlock the biometric as per your ease. Okay. What you have to do is you have to simply click on login, enter the Aadhaar number here. You'll be asked to enter the CAPTCHA. I will stop share for a moment just to show you also that I can. See, I have logged in, and this is all the option that's available to me. Now you see there is an option of lock and unlock the biometrics, correct? When I click on it, it is asking me two options, correct? It is asking me, okay, next. See, I have to unlock, but there are two options. Either you can unlock the biometrics temporarily, that is for 15 minutes, and either you can unlock the biometrics permanent. So that's option up to you. Now, when I go to the authentication center or wherever I have to attach my fingerprint, be it bank, be it stockbroker, or be it a government benefit taking portal or whatever it is. What I'll do is I'll simply click on go there. As soon as the person says now I will have to put the thumb impression. I'll say okay, no problem. Simply I will do is I'll just click on unlock the biometrics. See, your biometrics have been successfully unlocked till 19th May 7:33. So that is 10 minutes. Earlier it was 15 minutes. Now the time for which that biometrics are being unlocked, it's the 10 minutes. So during this whole period of 10 minutes, you have, I don't think you can go to multiple places. So you can give this thumb impression and you don't even have to worry about locking it again. So you can do this unlocking for temporary period. After 10 minutes, you can be free that I'll have to lock again and everything. You are free from all those risks that your Aadhaar was misused or Aadhaar authentication was done due to this and so and so. So I think this is something which every Indian should do who knows how to use these websites properly, because these websites are running fluently nowadays. It may be a problem back then, but now it is working quite fluently. There is no what I would say lack in the processing of the websites. So what I have done, you can also do that with your as well. And I would say you should do it for all the family members. As soon as a person says my biometrics are logged, okay, you can just say, okay, 1 second, you just have to enter your Aadhaar number. You just have to provide the OTP. Thereafter, you will have the option of lock or unlock the biometrics. Now, as soon as I go to, see. Previously, there was a red button over here, red lock over here, which was visible because my biometrics were locked back. Thereafter, as soon as I unlock, it has removed that red lock. After 10 minutes, like 7:33 and 30 seconds, it will again be locked and a red button would be here. Okay, bank linking status, you can check. You can check the Aadhaar update history as well, payment history if you want to see. Just let me see whether it shows anything personal. I would love to share it with you. Okay, so and for 6 months. There is some error at the moment in the website. This is telling you can try again. Nonetheless, you can try this on a later point of time. What you all have to do is it actually what I can see is it is providing only the last 6 months authentication you have done. Only that will be provided. So you can fetch that from here, and so this is what I would say you can do. If time permits, okay, there 3 more minutes. Let's go with the one more thing. See, this is see, this is the live the threat map, or what we can say. It is the online attacks or trying to attack the countries. These countries, like let's say this is what USA. This is the most active. The second active is China, Russia, and everything. Now you see the whole Africa right there, the southern Africa and this what I say Indian subcontinent, all not much active. The reason being the internet access or the connected devices that in India we have. The internet access is quite limited in the fast speed area. What we say. Like we don't have 1 GB Gbps data providers quite often, or even if there are providers, we don't have that much connection of that. So for that purpose, these Indian subcontinent and the whole Africa and the South African, these are quite inactive in as compared to Russia, America, China, and all the UK, US, and this. So, but still, I would say in the last 4 or 5 years, it has increased, and the cyber attacks have increased, be it from China, be it from Russia, be it from USA. They all are obviously attacking each other. So, anything appearing on the Fortinet portal, you can say that we'll try to understand also. See, these green lines that are passing from here and there, these are low security, low threat vectors that are being sent. The blue ones are the medium ones, the high ones are the orange, and the red ones are the very huge, I would say critical threats that are being transferred from this to this. So these are all live attacks that we are seeing. This is something interesting that I wanted to share before closing my session. Now I would request Charmi ji to take over the session as I have to leave for Baroda. Another depth session is there tomorrow in Baroda, so I will have to leave early in the morning. So I will take leave from here and leave the session for Charmi ji to take over and Priya Salva ji to conclude. So thank you, Charmi ji and the DAB committee for giving me the opportunity to speak once again on the DAB within a period of 1 month. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With a steady spike since 2018 in cybercrime cases, with over 6.7 lakh cases recorded so far, the knowledge that you have given and shared with us was very essential.
Thank you.
We would like to express a deep sense of gratitude to you, sir, for guiding us on this topic and sparing your valuable time with us. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Janaki. Thank you.
So every beginning starts with the end of the previous beginning, and our next session awaits a new speaker. Our next speaker is Priya Savla ma'am. She is a cybersecurity and digital forensic expert. She is an engineer in information technology, CEH certified ethical hacker, and she's working in Skynet Secure Solution. The company specializes in cybersecurity and digital forensic domain. Having 12 plus years of experience in domain, ma'am performs risk audit, vulnerability assessment, penetration testing of apps and network, digital forensic, and various projects in government department also. She has been closely working with law enforcement like income tax department, GST department in area of digital forensic and have a part of numerous raids and search and siege. With this brief introduction, I welcome Priya ma'am, and now dice is all open for you. Over to you, ma'am. Priya ma'am? Sachin sir, can you help? Sachin sir, can you?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you help us?
Yeah,
Priya ma'am?
just give me 1 minute. 1 minute, I'll connect.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir. There is a technical glitch. Just bear us for a few more minutes. Priya ma'am will be joining us shortly.
Yeah, just give me 1 minute, okay? I'll just reconnect and start. Okay, I think I'll continue. Priya's just not able to connect. Okay. Charmi, just let me know if you can hear me clearly and if you can see my screen. I'll just try to share my screen.
Yes, sir. You
Charmi.
are audible, but your screen is not being shared properly.
Okay, I think, okay, now hold on 1 minute. Okay, is my screen shared now?
Yes.
No, hold on 1 minute. I don't know if my whole screen is shared or not. Just hold on
We
1 minute.
could see your WhatsApp window.
No, hold on 1 minute, ma'am. Okay, now can you see?
Yeah, your email ID could be seen.
Yeah, okay, that's it. That's my full screen now. Okay. So, Charmi, before we start, I have few topics to cover. But before we start, if the participants have any doubts, any questions, anything that they want me to talk about, if you can ask them. Like, what are the expectations because they have joined this session? Okay, something that maybe Akhilji must have covered, or maybe they want me to cover. Anything from their side?
Okay. So if anyone wants a special thing to be covered by Sachin sir, you can write in the chat box. That could be flashed to the sir. So I would read it out. Sir, one question has come up. If you want to answer it right now,
Yes.
should CA acquire certification in cybersecurity? How do you see the role integration for a CA with cybersecurity, that is either as an internal auditor or CFO?
See, honestly speaking, the future belongs to the technology. I mean, like, if we do not match steps with technology, technology will come and throw us out. Right. Especially what we are seeing in terms of blockchain or artificial intelligence. You can understand chat GPT and everything like that. So one thing what I'm able to see is that like the generation before us, the competition was with the people. Okay. Now our generation and the forthcoming generations, the competition would be with the machines. Or with the technology or with the artificial intelligence and everything like that. Because see, previously what people used to say, uste mera kaam le liya, that somebody else came and took my work. Now what people are saying is technology came and took our work. See, I hope you're understanding the difference, so as a chartered accountant, not only as a CA, what I say is that in every professions, unless we are able to match steps with technology, technology can easily come and throw us out. So what I would like to tell all the chartered accountants here is, see, we have a very good auditing, right? So far, we have been doing the audits of financials, accounting. If we can apply auditing skills into technology, so that is known as systems audit. So there is something called as financial audits, and there is something called as systems audit. The audit word remains the same. So, our mindset has been trained. We have been trained to find loopholes, or we are trained to, find something. Detect something, we are able to understand the process, except for the fact that now we have to go for systems. And see, just try and understand that everything is now going to come from the technology itself. Like say Tally, so it's an accounting software. Where is Tally? On a server, on a cloud. So even as a chartered accountant, see, in very plain English, chaho ya na chaho, technology सीखना पड़ेगा. Otherwise, people will just say, "Arey beta, Tally say you give me the ledger account." So he will tell you, "Okay, sir, go over there." He will show you a different Tally. He might not give you the Tally which is there on the actual server or somewhere else. See, as a CA, if I know where the books of accounts are kept, or if I can figure out myself, then it would be much better. But overall, what I feel is, in the next 5 years, robots will walk, drones will fly, electric cars are going to come, right? So technology will come, and that is the reason I feel as a chartered accountant. And see, I'm speaking from my experience. I did 3 years of articleship under a CA. I have completed inter CA. I have not appeared for a final CA. I mean, not appeared for a final exam. Then I went into systems audit. I've done CISA. I've done certified ethical hacker. The reason, what I feel is, if you can combine finance with technology. See, today I know debit card. Today I know debit credit. I know journal entries because I've done 3 years of articleship under a CA, right? And I also know systems because I've done my ethical hacking and CISA course. Trust me, if you can combine finance with technology, this kind of a knowledge, if you can acquire, you will be very, very good in demand. I mean, you'll be tremendously in demand. Why? Because a technological person can never understand what a balance sheet is. And a balance sheet person never understands where the server is or what the cloud data is or whatever is, like, So I always say that if you can combine the skills now, then trust me, you will have immense scope. And see, that is the reason you see this DAP committee now. Why you think they are conducting so many seminars? This DISA course is going on, the forensics accounting course is going on, data analytics course is going on, right? So that is the reason. Try and take, try and do this. See, today's lectures also, you might feel that this was technical. If you feel this was too technical, then maybe systems audit is not your cup of tea. Okay. So anyways, overall, I feel it would be very, very good if you can do it.
Okay. So the next question is there any course offered by ICA on cybersecurity?
Yes, there is a course offered. See, there is one course known as DISA, which anyways, most of us are doing it. But there is one more course which the DAP committee was offering, that is known as Practical Guide to Systems Audit. I'll show you. Yeah. See, this is a course which the DAP committee was offering. You can say Digital Accounting and Assurance Practical Guide to ISA. So this is where we have combined the topics of cybersecurity, basically. Okay. And also this is a practical course. Okay. How to do systems audit, how to scan the networks, how to do email security, how to do vulnerability. You must have heard about these terms: vulnerability assessment, penetration testing, Kali Linux, web application audits. So basically whatever the IRDA or the RBI, for bank, that how do you basically conduct systems audit in a practical manner? What do you mean by concept of IP, VPN and all this? So DAP committee has designed this course. But the only thing here is we have to understand that this is a course. I hope it's not a certificate. In this, you only get knowledge. There is no certification. So it's like DISA, you get a certificate. FAFD, you get a certificate. But this is where you only get knowledge. Of course, you get a certificate, but it is not like proper, this thing.
Okay. And the next question is, it can be good for large entities. Why for the small entities?
Oh, see, I'll explain. There is, I don't know, in India also, but in abroad, there is one that is called as Data Protection Act of India. In pretty soon, it is going to come in India. You can see this Information Technology Act and Data Protection Act of India. This is there it is, right? So what is Data Protection Act of India? And even abroad, there is one act known as GDPR. Okay, this is very popular, General Data Protection Rights. GDPR, data protection. See, basically in India, when this act will come up, I'm always telling the chartered accountants that after GST, in under ICI, the highest number of seminars, workshops or webinars were conducted under one topic, that was GST. When GST was launched, highest number of seminars, webinars were conducted. But trust me, once this Data Protection Act of India is going to come up now, the second highest number of seminars that would be conducted under ICI would be for this topic. Reason being, see, everybody is worried about your data, right? My data will be with somebody else and everything like that. So even a small, medium-sized firm, unfortunately, you will be coming under audit, and plus all of your clients would also be coming under audit. So I'm just giving an example. Your stockbroker, your dentist, your classroom, your class teacher. Everybody would come under the purview of systems audit. So don't you think a lot of opportunities would also come even for practicing chartered accountants, even if it's a mid-sized firm? To be very honest, I'm also giving my example. It's not that I'm a very big size firm. Okay. I'm also a very medium-sized firm. But the only advantage that I had was I started very early in systems audit. I started almost 10 years back. That's the reason I have, let's say I have a very good number of clients and I have a very good market value, basically. But if you can start early into data protection, data privacy, then of course, even a small, medium-sized firm also would have very good clients. Your existing financial audit clients can also become your system audit clients in the future, once this kind of acts will come up. So scope is there. Systems audit and data privacy scope is going to be there. So you can, think it out.
Okay. And what are the best international course on IT to be done by a chartered accountant?
See, there's been a DAP committee session. First, I would recommend DAP committee. And not only that, I mean, logically also, I always suggest DAP committee sessions. Okay, you go over there and you can search for DISA. Okay, ICI. I mean, this is one of the best, and I will also tell you the reasons why. Okay, start with this. No, this is e-learning. I'll start with this. Okay. Okay, I think website itself, we need to look into this later. Okay, so I would suggest visit this website. Okay, go for these courses which are there. These are all system oriented. I mean, you can say, technical courses, systems audit, forensics accounting and fraud detection. This is where you do the audit. This is where you do the forensics audit. Okay, CAD tools and advanced Excels and everything like that. I would recommend start with either with systems audit or with fraud accountancy and forensic accounting. And this reason is very, very simple. If I say DISA, there is an international course known as CISA, which is provided by ISACA. Okay. Now, the difference between both these courses here is in CISA, you only get to sign up and then you're supposed to pay the exam fees and you're supposed to, self-learn and do everything. What does DAP committee do? DAP committee will give you a 10 days physical or virtual lectures, which means some good faculties like us will come and share their experience, will actually give you the topics, insights and everything like that. If it's a physical lecture, then khana bhi free mein, you get good networking and all that other benefits that you get. Okay, virtually also you can connect with others and you can have a bonding or you can have a good networking. Okay. So this is where I always feel that do this course, start with, if you're a chartered accountant, apply for this course first, get this degree, you get a fairly good idea, and then it becomes very easy to appear for CISA, basically. Because CISA anyways is costly. Okay, it is going to cost you around about $1,000 overall, which means 80,000 rupees, and DAB and everything might not cost you that much. So start with CISA, but if you want, I'll share you all the courses which can be done under DAP committee as well as international also, as a chartered accountant.
There is one more question. Practical guide to ISA is applicable only for Indians. Can Sri Lankans also follow this course? This question is asked by a participant who is in Sri Lanka.
See, what I would request here is, I always follow one simple rule in my life. Go for those certifications where the regulator is asking. See, I'll just give an example. Okay. So if I go over here, if I go in, okay. So there are some circulars which are given under RBI. It is the Reserve Bank of India, right? So Reserve Bank of India says, okay, bank system audit should be done. Okay, I'm just giving an example. So what I'll do is I'll go over there and I'll ask, I'll just go and check. Okay, Reserve Bank of India is asking, see this RBI notice for urban banks. I'm just giving an example. Reserve Bank of India is saying, okay, cybersecurity framework. So I'll just go and check that if the Reserve Bank is asking basically to look for systems audit, who is considered to be eligible to do the system audit? I hope all of you are getting me. So if RBI says to the bank, okay, you have to do systems audit, then RBI will say to the bank, okay, who is authorized to sign that audit? So in Sri Lanka, or in any country that you are, you just need to go and figure out if the regulator is asking anybody to do systems audit, then is the regulator certifying or asking them that who can certify those audits? Like say, I'll just give an example. I'll go into SEBI. So SEBI is our Security Exchange Board. Okay. It is giving this circular to do systems audit. You can see this, everybody over here, right? Advisory for these things. I would just go and look for SEBI is asking who can certify. Well, who can certify? I'll just see over here implementation. Okay. Or I'll just, okay. Can be done under CISA. I'll just look into it. Okay. Just hold on. Not under this. No, remote access. Okay. Here it is. Yeah. See, you can see this. AMC mutual funds are arranged to have its systems audited on an annual basis by an independent CISA. I hope all of you are getting me. So, what I'll do? I'll go and do CISA certification. Why? Because I know that one of the regulators is asking all the stockbrokers to get their audits, to get their systems audited under CISA. So what certificate I'll do? I'll do CISA. I hope all of you are getting me. So in Sri Lanka, if ISA is not been mandated by the regulator, but CISA has been mandated by the regulator, then I would suggest you directly go for CISA. I hope all of you are getting me, like, that ways.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you want study materials for or any of these courses also, let me know.
That's all for the questions right now from the participant side. And I think Priya ma'am has already joined us.
Okay, I'll just check. Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'll just need to check. Just 1 minute. Okay, no, she's still having some little bit of issues. Okay, so what I'll do is, I'll continue. Okay, so what I'll do now, Charmi, I'll just send all this certification, whatever it can be done nationally as well as under the DAP committee. Plus, if required, I'll also try to share the circulars which I have basically for our country. Okay, and also the study material, especially if they're interested in how to proceed further and how to, take all this international certifications and the systems audit. See, to be very honest to all the participants, today's session, if you feel this was a magic show, okay, it was been too technical, then I would request you have to try a little bit more harder in your systems audit. But if you feel this is pretty much interesting, then please give it an attempt. Everybody. Okay. So what we'll do is now we'll continue with the further topics. Now coming back to the next topic. So one question which I would like to ask everybody over here is, can anybody tell me which is the email ID that you're using? Everyone. Which email ID are you using?
Mostly Gmail.
Yes, perfectly right. Gmail, right? And I believe all of you must also be using this very wonderful. Just hold on 1 minute. Sorry. So now I would also assume that you're using a Truecaller website. I hope all of you. Am I right? I mean, most of us would have downloaded Truecaller also. Okay, so I'll log out. Now see this, everybody. There are so many websites where we must have done this. Okay, sign in. Okay, and we must have signed in using Google or sign in using Microsoft. Right, everybody? Okay. Now, if I click on sign in via Google, okay, now, Charmi, if you can ask, has anybody done this? I mean, has anybody logged into third-party websites using their Gmail accounts? And they must have not remembered it, right? I mean, majority of us would have done this. So if I do this, sign in via Gmail, what has now happened is, and now I'll show you what happens because of this. Now, this is very, very important. I'll go into my Gmail account. You can see this is my Gmail account, right? I'll go into manage your Google account. I'll go into security. See, don't worry, I'll share the steps. Okay, everybody, I'll share the steps. Everyone. I'll go into security. I'll go over here and I'll go into manage third party access. Now see what has happened here is since I logged into Gmail, okay, I'm sorry, since I logged into Truecaller using my Gmail ID, Truecaller got access to my Google contacts. Can you see this? Has got access to my Google contacts. So what I'm intending to tell you here is I'll come out of this. I'll repeat the step. Log into your Google account. Go into manage your Google account. Go into security. Over here, you need to check which third-party applications have got access to what of your data. I hope all of you are getting me. So Dropbox has got access to my Google contacts. Truecaller has got access to my Google contacts, but if contacts, only contacts. So it is okay. I hope all of you understand. Contacts is just your name, email ID, and mobile number and everything like that. Chromecast, which I generally use, has got full access to my Google account, but Chromecast is also belonging to Google, so that is okay. My point here is none of the third-party applications should have full access to your Google Mail or Google Drive. See, I hope all of you are getting me. What I'm trying to say is none of your third-party applications should have access to your Google Mail or Google Drive. Why? In case if they get access, that means they can read this entire mail of yours without having to know your passwords. I hope all of you are getting me. Over here has access to Google Mail or Google Drive. Now Drive, why I'm asking Drive? Because many people have this habit of putting their data on Google Drive also. I hope all of you are getting me. Now, there are other websites also which you must have logged in. Like I must have logged in into Grammarly using this email ID, but Grammarly has only taken access to my basic account information. Okay, I hope, Yatra also has only taken access to my basic personal information. I must have logged in into Zoom using this email ID, but it means accessed only to my basic account information. Okay. So, but what I'm trying to say here is that we should constantly look if any of this third party applications has got access to our Google Mail or Google Drive or not. Hopefully they should not have got it. Okay. I'll ask Priya if you can take.
Yes, Sachin. I'll continue.
Thank you, Sachin sir. Priya ma'am, you can take over the session.
Yeah, sure. So I'll just share my screen right now. And all right. So basically now the topic that I would be covering would be a little technical, but again, very interesting. As the previous speakers were talking about, especially Akhil and Sachin were talking about data. So they were, Akhil had shown you that how Aadhaar card data and how you can, basically they were talking about, they were focusing about cybersecurity and how you need to prevent your data from getting leaked and how you need to prevent basically your personal information to be out in the public over here. So basically that data is very crucial. Data, any kind of data, basically financial data or your personal data, Aadhaar data, biometrics, every kind of data has been very crucial. So how do you protect such kind of data? And before protection, I would be focusing on a topic called as darknet. So darknet or deep web is like the hacker's paradise. You must have heard about lot of data leaks which are happening these days. Like Air India's data got leaked, or if I have to talk about companies like Aurobindo Pharma or Aarti Industries, the data got leaked. So their email accounts or maybe any financial related data got leaked. So basically, when we say that data has leaked, so where does this data go? Where do you find such data? Where do you find such kind of data on the internet? So basically, you find it on darknet or deep web. So this is the space where you can get the data. 1 second. Okay, so what is this darknet or deep web? If I have to just talk about this topic, then darknet is like you can say the 90% of the whole internet. Whatever like we are surfing right now, I'm using Google Chrome. I'm using one more browser, which is Opera. I'm using Mozilla Firefox. So what is available on this? I mean, what you see is just the 10% of the whole internet. Rest 90% is actually on a space which is called as darknet. Now, this Gmail, this WhatsApp, this Instagram, this Facebook that we are using, we are surfing, that's just the 10% of the whole internet. Rest, you can say rest 90% of the whole other thing is actually of the whole internet is actually on darknet. So basically, darknet is like you've seen the movie Titanic, right? So there was this iceberg. So basically, on surface it was very small, it was nothing, but deep down it was so big, so huge. So we call this dark space, dark web, or dark net, or dark web is basically a hacker's paradise. So what all information you get on darknet or deep web? You can get academic information, medical records, financial records, different type of government records, and there is a lot of illegal stuff also which is there, like arms and ammunitions are being traded. There is this gray market which is there on darknet. Then there is this you can say a lot of drugs and pornography and all those stuff is also available on darknet. But apart from that, if you want some kind of like I was saying about data leaks, Air India or MobiWik or different companies' data leaks, different financial data leaks. So where do we get such kind of information? Then there is this space which is called as darknet or deep web. So I will show you how to visit this space. So there is this website which is called as the Hidden Wiki. This website is like a space wherein all the darknet links are being, dumped down. So basically, the most famous, like we have Google, Yahoo, Bing. We are using these kind of search engines. So this basically the most famous search engine on darknet is DuckDuckGo or Torch. These two are the most famous search engines on darknet. And basically, you now see, I've opened this website, the Hidden Wiki. Now on this, you can see these are all the darknet links. Basically, what all you can find, as I said, drugstores. Now there is only one currency which is used on darknet, that is the Bitcoin. Basically, any transaction that happens on darknet is always going to be in Bitcoin. There is no other dollar or pound or rupee or any other currency which we are normally using that is not used on darknet for any kind of transaction. So only Bitcoin is being used. Now here you can see, now these are all the drugs related links. These are all the, now as I was saying, Bitcoin, mining, then UK, guns and ammunitions, US citizenship, UK passports. So you will get fake passports. Apple phones, Samsung phones. So this, as I said, the gray market is also there. Rent a hacker. Basically, if you want to hack, if you don't know hacking, but if you want to hack into some website, so basically that is also available. I will, there is one more, I will show you one more website which is there. a link where we get I can show you the corporate data also, which is their company's database. 1 second. Is okay, so now if you have noticed, these links are not readable. Like we use google.com. So Google is like, the domain name can be read, and the most famous domain names, or you can say extensions, are like .com, .co.in, .net, .org, .gov. So these are all the famous search extensions that we normally use on our browser. But on darknet, if you have noticed, the extension is .onion. So basically, if I have to click on any of such links, it will not open. Okay, so if I just click on this by using a normal browser, this will not open. Okay, so like we can open this also. We can open this also, but it will not open. So how do we open this? Now we need such kind of a special tool which actually parses .onion links. Okay. So now the tool name for that is the Tor browser. Again, the most famous browser used by any hacker or anyone into cybersecurity domain or digital forensics domain. So basically, Tor browser is one of the most famous browsers. It is also called as Onion browser. So basically, this is the tool which is required to go into darknet or deep web. And Tor, if I have to talk about Tor, is a free browser. Okay, if you want, you can download it. Anyone can download it. Tor is completely free. This is the website. Now, Tor, if I talk about a bit of history, Tor was developed by the US Army, basically, and it had developed for the purpose of attacking into different countries, but it never wanted to reveal its identity. So it wanted to stay anonymous. So that is the reason they had developed Tor browser for their own purpose. But then, and it was not public. Okay. So, but then they made it public. They thought that by making it public and giving it for free, other countries and other people will start using it, and we will get the data at the backend. But if you read a few things about Tor, then the network is such complicated that now, even if since it is public and even other countries have been started using it, even US is not getting the actual data. Whatever data other countries or whatever data US is getting is completely fake, because Tor, the network itself, is very complicated. Okay, so basically you may have read or you must have noticed that US is actually, if I have to talk about software or any kind of technology, so who is the superpower or who is the king of software or technology? The country, in terms of country, then it's US. Okay. And if I have to talk about who is the king of hardware, then it is China. So when China is the king of hardware and US being the king of any software, any technology, basically what is India famous about? If I have to ask, India is the king of what? India is the king of data. basically. And we are giving our data for free. We are using the hardware of China. Even if you've noticed that Apple is making the software of Apple OS is coming from US, but the hardware is of China. So even when you're using an iPhone, so the iPhone is made in China, but the OS is of US. So basically, whatever things which are coming, Facebook, if I talk about Facebook, if I talk about Google, if I talk about Gmail, if I talk about Instagram. So any kind of software, any kind of technology that comes from US, and US gives it for free so that we can use it and we give our data for free. Okay. So all the servers are in US. So basically, whatever US wants to monitor, they can easily monitor, they can easily get your data completely for free. So basically, India is the king of giving data for free to US. And so US has this very wonderful it wants to remain supreme. So basically, it has this very habit of giving things for free so that people use it, and they will always remain supreme because they can easily monitor the other countries and the other countries' stuff. So with this sole purpose, they had given Tor for free. But Tor, the way it is made, it is very complex. And now even if US wants to monitor, it is not able to monitor. It is not getting the data. So anyways, so that is why, as I said at the very start, the darknet or deep web and this Tor is like the most preferred, preferred by any hacker. It's a space which is preferred by any hacker. Tor is the most preferred browser by any hacker or by any cybersecurity person. So basically, I have already installed Tor. If you want to install Tor, you can easily install it. It's a browser, so it works like a browser only. Very similar to any browser. So I'll just say connect to Tor. You can see the look and feel is very similar to Mozilla Firefox. So Tor is also called as a proxy browser. So it connects to a numerous proxy servers. So it is a bit slow. It takes a lot of hops. Okay. So now Tor has started over here. Now, as I said, that this website, you can open it normally from any browser that you're using, Chrome, Opera, Firefox, Safari, whichever browser you're using. This website, the hiddenwiki.org, will open from any browser. But if you want to open these links, .onion links, then it will be the most famous, then the most preferred is Tor. So you need to use Tor for that. Now, let's say if I want to open the UK passports. So I'll just open this website. Now you see it was not opening on my normal browser, but on Tor it will open because Tor can parse .onion links. Now you can see over here, if you just read this, it is like, if anyone wants to settle in UK, they just need to provide this information and pay a certain amount. You can see the amount is 850 Great Britain pounds, which is converted into Bitcoin. This is so-and-so Bitcoin, 0.03904 Bitcoins. So as I said, any kind of transaction, if I have to open this another website, any kind of transaction on darknet or deep web is only in one currency, which is Bitcoin. Again, This is US citizenship basically. So here you can see it is in Bitcoins. Okay, so now, and I'll show you one website which also gives. Yeah. One second, let us try if this should open. Okay, so this seems to be a very slow website. Let's see if it opens. But this link, I'll share it with you so that you can try opening this website from if someone wants to visit. This link provides us with all the corporate, whichever leaks, as I was talking about Air India or Aurobindo Pharma or some corporate data which has been leaked. So where you can get such kind of data, you'll get it on this website. Now you can see over here, there's this axisbank.com. Then there is this so different companies, basically goa.gov.in. So if I go into Axis Bank, if I just come down, you can see this. Basically, what this link does is that you can download the rest of the stuff, but they will give you the POC of what kind of data they are giving you. So if I go into this also, this is about goa.gov.in. So this is some kind of probably some kind of IP related information. So that you can use this link to get different companies' data. So many a times I am not able to get Aurobindo Pharma. Previously it was working on this, but they have changed the URL. So probably it is not available on this site. So I need to surf again. So basically, we as ethical hacker or maybe a digital forensics expert, we normally surf on Darknet for such blogs, such information, such government information sometimes. So that is the reason we use Darknet for getting all the confidential information that we are not directly getting in the normal. So this was about Darknet and Deep Web. Now we'll talk about another topic. Second. Okay. So the next that I'm going to cover is now when we're talking about this, right? Data leaks and all that stuff. So now everyone is having some kind of an email ID. Maybe it would be on Gmail or Hotmail or Rediff Mail, whichever mail service you're using. So basically you want to find out that when you are when you are using a lot of services, right? So you might be concerned, or if you want to see whether your email account is compromised somewhere by using that service. So what all information has been leaked? So basically you can visit this website, which is called as Have I Been Pawned? So this URL will, this link, basically, if you can just check, you can just put in your email and just check if your email's data has been breached because you were using some service like where all, like let's say when I was saying about Air India, then if you have used your email ID and created an Air India, and if it got leaked, so what all information went of yours, or maybe the whole email ID got compromised. So you can check it over here by using this service, which is called as Have I Been Pawned? So I'll just put one of my email IDs over here, which is skynetsecure@gmail.com. Okay, and I just need to click on this one. So now, yeah, so you can see over here pawned in 17 data breaches, but these are not sensitive. So they basically normal data has been gone, but you can see where it had been, what all information has been leaked, because I have logged in this BigBasket. So BigBasket's data had also been compromised, and what all information went off, that was the date of birth, email addresses, IP addresses, names, passwords, phone numbers, physical addresses of this service had been leaked. So here you can say CoinMarketCap, Cove, Digimon, Factual. So these are all the websites XIGO to use, to book airlines. And also I have been using this email account on this website also. But again, the data had been breached of IXIGO, Nitro, Paytm, Twitter. So basically, you can just use this website and just put your email ID and see if anywhere it has been breached. If your password has been compromised of the email account that you're using, so then it is time to change the password at least, and use two-step verification and all the possible security measures that the email service has provided to you. So this is again a wonderful website wherein you can get this kind of information. Now, I'll be talking about a very small tool that you can use. But basically, I'll show you one attack, which which is a very small attack, but a very dangerous attack. If your laptop or if your laptop is stolen, or if you give your laptop to someone else to access. So basically, now let's say I'll just show you the demonstration. Okay, so now this is basically Facebook. All right, now I'm just entering a username. So I'm entering skynetsecure@gmail.com, and I'm entering a password. Okay, so now I am not able to see the password. All right, it is in dotted format. Now assume that because I'm using Chrome, that's why you're getting this icon over here. But if I'm not using this Chrome browser, if I'm using a normal different browser like Opera or Firefox, it might be a possibility that it might not give me this icon. Okay. So now, and I'm not able to view this password. So now, how do I view this password? Basically, just bring the mouse pointer in the password field. Do right click. Okay. So you get a lot of options over here. Now you go into the very last option, which is called as inspect. And there is this blue highlighted line where you can see which is this is basically a coding language by the name of HTML. HTML is a programming language, which is being used to develop websites. The front end, what you can see, this Facebook helps you connect and all. This is actually written in HTML, and this is the HTML code of this page. So basically, you can see this blue highlighted line, which is saying input type is equals to password, class is equals to input text, name is equals to pass, ID is equals to pass. So I'll just double click on password, and input type is equals to password. So double click on password and change it to text and press enter. So you can see your password is in clear text in the password field. Okay. So now how does this step, this is a very simple step. Okay. Anyone need not have any kind of a very supreme knowledge of programming or something, or he might not even be a very you can say engineer or software person or a techie person, but he should know this. I mean, because he's using the laptop and he's using internet and all, and he's using different websites. So he is aware of this small trick. All right. So this is a very small trick. This is a social engineering trick. So how does this trick become very risky? So as I said that, we've seen cases where the laptops, when your laptops, suppose you're using a laptop, okay, and you have this very wonderful habit, even I have, and everyone has, I'm sure most of you have this wonderful habit of saving the passwords. Whenever you're using a browser, let's say you're using Chrome browser, so you have this habit of, whenever you log into a website, the browser prompts, do you want to save the password? So do you want to save the information? Do you want to save the login information in the browser? So that you need not remember the password every time. And we go with save the password, because who has, how many passwords would you remember? You have so many accounts. You're using so many accounts, different accounts. You're using IRCTC, you're using Gmail, you're using Facebook, you're using Instagram, you're using your net banking, different accounts, okay, and different passwords. So how many passwords would you remember? So basically, to avoid that, what we do is we save the passwords. Okay, but just in case, your laptop, something goes bad with your laptop. So where do you go with the laptop? You will go to any repair center, basically. And that repair center, that person, now what is wrong with your laptop? It might be just something with the keyboard or something with the screen. Something is, a slight, you can say damage has been done on your laptop. But your hard disk, the laptop's hard disk is working very fine. But you go with a complete laptop and you just tell that person that, this laptop is not working. So that person will just see and he will tell that you keep the laptop for one day. I will give it to you tomorrow. Okay. Now I'll repair it and I'll give it to you tomorrow. Now what that person does is, we've seen cases like that. Okay. What that person does is he will just take the hard disk out and he will now connect that hard disk into his system. Okay. And he will boot your hard disk on his system. So basically now your laptop's OS has been booted. So basically that person can see your laptop, your stuff, your data. And what he needs to do is he will just go into the every browser that you're using, and he will visit every website that you are using. Okay. And all he needs to do is just refresh this page. All he needs to do is, let's say Facebook, the most common websites he will visit, and he will just go into this login, and he will press a down arrow, and he will see that, okay, 2 accounts, you can see where 2 accounts have been used. So basically he'll just click on this one and he'll go into the password. If the password is saved, like we have this habit, if you've saved the password, so basically it will come in something like this. Okay. Now he is not able to see the password, right? What he could have done is he can just directly log in and he can just visit your account, but he will not log in at that point of time. He will just do this trick that I showed you. He will go into inspect and he will just note down the password. Okay. Now he will note down the password and he will not log in into your account and into various accounts that you have saved. So like this, you must have saved your net banking password. Just giving an example, you might have saved your Gmail account's password, different password, whatever password you've saved. And he will just note down all the passwords and login information that you have saved, but he will not enter into the account on the very same day. What he will do is he will enter into your account, let's say after 45 days, 40 to 45 days. He will take that much of time, because if he logins on the very same day, you will easily get a notification and it will be very easy for you to strike that someone has entered into your account. And why after 45 days? Because we have this habit, we have this wonderful habit that we do not change the passwords very frequently. Okay. We will always use the same password that we have kept it when we have logged into the first time. We don't even change our credit card or debit card pins very often, unless we are told. We don't change our net banking password unless it gets expired. So we don't change, right? That is the reason, and that person knows that. Okay, that you have this wonderful habit that you will never change the password. So that is the reason you wait for 45 days and then he will log into your account, because after 45 days, would you be able to recollect that, okay, I had given my laptop to that person and from there he must have, got the password and he must have logged into my account? No. How your account got compromised? You won't be able to understand that, okay, you're giving it to some hardware person and from there it got compromised. So basically, this, as I said, this is a very small trick, but the risk involved is that suppose if your laptop or desktop gets, hold of physically, if someone else has an access to it. So what all damage can be done? So this is like a small demonstration of that can be done. So it is always advisable. I would say if I have to talk about prevention, then it is always advisable that you please keep changing your passwords. If you have given your laptop access to someone else, just change the passwords of the very important websites important login information that you have. Also, try to avoid saving the passwords of especially your net banking or such important crucial websites where money is involved. So try not saving that login information in any browser that you are using. And now this information, how you can get this login information, that, right? In the settings, if you go into the browser settings, this information would be synced with your account also. These days, Google accounts will also sync this information, or it might be saved on your systems as well. Okay, so basically just remember that if your account is also compromised, this information can also be compromised because it is synced with your account. All right, so try avoiding this stuff to saving very crucial passwords. Yeah. Okay, so now one last topic from my side is about data recovery. Now I'll show you a tool. This you can use if you have deleted, or let's say if you're using a pen drive and some data got deleted and you want to recover this. So basically we use there are lots of commercial tools that we've been using. they work with the law enforcement agencies. There are commercial tools like NCASE, FTK, and all that we use when we are performing digital forensics, especially with the court cases and all. But for you, if it's not some court case or something, but it's just your pen drive and your stuff, and you just want to get some data because that data got deleted and that was a crucial data. So you can try this tool, which is called as Recoa. Now, this is a very small tool, but effective tool. But when it comes to data recovery, there's no guarantee. I would say that in data recovery, what data would be recovered? You might have deleted the files, let's say 6 days back. But 6 days back data you won't be able to get. But you might get, while performing data recovery, you might get some 6 months back data. Okay. So what data would be recovered? How much data would be recovered? That is pure luck. There is no, we cannot ascertain that, okay, if the file was deleted yesterday and you will definitely get it. No. So this is pure luck. Now, but you can always try. So you can try for yourself Recoa, which is a very small tool. This is a free tool. I'll show you the website first. I've already installed Recoa. But this website, you might have heard about CCleaner, and you might be using CCleaner. So basically, the same website, the same developer is the same, Piriform Software. So it has developed this recovery tool, basically. And you can download this one, the free version. This is not completely free, but yeah, the free version itself can be, itself is very useful. So you can download this from its actual website. And so I'll show you the demo right now. I've already installed Recoa. It's a very small tool. Okay. Now, this is welcome to Recoa Wizard. So I'll click on next. Now, file type, what sort of files are you trying to recover? So basically, these are, now suppose if there's a pen drive and you just want a documents, you don't need music or pictures or anything. So you can go with documents. If there is a SD card, so, and if there are videos and pictures involved, so you can go with pictures. Or if it is like, if it's a pen drive and you want to recover with all files, then just go with all files. Then click on next. And you don't, basically you've connected the pen drive with you and you just go into in a specific location. I have not connected the pen drive right now. So I'll just go with my C drive, basically. And I'll click on next. With Recoa, this option of enable deep scan is very important. So you always click on this one, enable deep scan, and start. So now this data recovery is time consuming. So it depends on the size of your device. Basically, if it is a 8 GB pen drive or 4 GB pen drive, then it will take a little bit of less time. But now I have put a 1 TB hard disk over here. If you see, my hard disk space is of 1 TB. So it will take a bit of time. So it depends on the processing power also of your system. So basically, this is a software which we use for data recovery, but it depends on the system also. How good is your processor? Now I'll just cancel this. for now, and because it is showing me so and so files have been found. So I'll just cancel this part. Let us see how much it has recovered so far. Okay, so now basically you can see here there is this color scheme against every file that has been found, recovered. If you can see green means it is excellent. If it is orange, that means it is poor. It is overwritten by something. And if it is completely red, means it is unrecoverable. So again, what it is overwritten by, you can see over here. Now, I will just okay, so now these are all the software files, basically, C drive files. So I'll just select, for example, I want to recover these files. So I'll just select these three over here and I'll click on recover. And then I'll just go into the space where I want to save these files. So I'll just go on desktop. I'll make a new folder. Okay, I'll go with new folder 4. All right. Yes. I'll click on OK. So now I'll go on the desktop. So these files won't open because, as I said, that these are all the OS files, basically the software files. So it won't open just like that. It's basically a part of some software. So I was just seeing that whether if I have got any image or something, but I haven't. So anyway, so this is how, if any image or any document would be there, you can always try. If it is in an excellent state, then it will definitely open. Okay, so you can use this tool for your own personal this thing. This works very nicely. If you are involved in any kind of a commercial audit or any forensic assignment, then you need to use commercial tools like Encase or FTK, Forensics Toolkit. Such kind of tools are being used commercially. Okay, so that's it. 1 second. Okay, so basically that's it for my part. If you have any questions, you can ask. And if you have any doubts in future also, I'll just share my contact details, Sachin's contact details basically. Second.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll just check if there are any questions for you.
Sure.
Yeah, the question is, are Google and Microsoft competitors?
Yes, of course. Because both of them are providing certain services, mail services, then they are providing cloud services. So yeah, they are competitors.
So I think that's all for the question side.
Okay.
So that's all from your side.
Yes, my side is yeah.
So thank you, ma'am. As you have practically shown us how we can retrieve data or what all factors we need to take into consideration while saving our passwords and how can we save ourselves from cyber threat was practically elaborated by you very well. So we are very fortunate that you have given your valuable time and your presentation to this session. Thank you so much and accept our heartfelt gratitude from the DAP committee to you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, and also thanks Sachin sir for elaborating on various Google sites and checking whether any applications are retrieving our data or not. So thank you Sachin sir as well for giving your inputs to our session. So here we come to the end of our session, and we are being fortunate enough to be backed up by a team of very motivated and dedicated persons who make this session a rocking success. My sincere thanks to all the speakers, secretariat, and the technical team behind for making this lecture happen. So keep learning, keep smiling, and I see Charmisha sign off for the day and have a great weekend. Thank you all.